So, guys, this is one of my favorite Star Trek stories combining Halloween scares masks. Yeah. Did you know one of the scariest faces in horror history actually started out in outer space? Yeah, Star Trek, our playground. That's right. Michael Myers, the silent stalker of Halloween, is actually Captain Kirk, pretty much. Here's how it happened. Okay, back in 1978, John Carpenter was making Halloween, and it was a cheapie. Talk about low budget. They needed a mask for the killers. So instead of whipping one up, special effects team, pouring all that latex and doing it themselves, they said, let's go and get it from a store, go to a costume shop. So they went to a Hollywood costume shop. I wish I can't find the store. That'd be cool. But they went there. Sitting on the shelf was a cheap rubber Captain Kirk mask from Star Trek. Now, I remember back in the day in the 70s, I don't know if I remember that exact one, but I remember some Captain Kirk ones. All right. So William Shatner, there he was in all his heroic, glorious Kirk, ready for trick-or-treat night. But this mask was destined to be taken back to the special effects crew. And there, the magical transformation began. Now, first they took the eye holes and they wanted to creep up the look. So instant creep factor, they widened them up. They cut them out, to make them larger. Next, they took the eyebrows and any facial hair, like sideburns. Goodbye, Captain Kirk, your 20th century ladies' man. Hello, Michael Myers. And finally, of course, you got to have that ghostly white paleness. So they came a nice coat of white paint. And that's turned the Starfleet's favorite captain into something cold and inhuman. Now, the hair, like Shatner's fabled hair, they just painted it darker to make it look more, menacing and nightmarish. So that when the crew was done, Captain Kirk had vanished like in a transporter beam, and Michael Myers was born. What had been the symbol of adventure and exploration, and let's see what's out there, it turned into a mask of pure terror and evil. You can't get much better. I mean, not only do I love Halloween as a film, a lot of them, all the first 2, 3, or 4, but the mask, learning that, when I learned that was actually based on a Captain Kirk mask, it just blew me away because it truly is one of the scariest masks. So Halloween, to me, is one of the best thrillers, horror movies, and then the masks that look one of the best. So now here's the best part of it all, right? This was not intentional genius, of course. They just needed something. John Carpenter's effects crew, they needed it cheap and fast. They didn't have much money. And there Kirk was. He happened to be the lucky face. Now, William Shatner didn't even realize it was him until years later. When he found out, he laughed about it good-naturedly, said he was honored, sort of. What would really have been funny, and I would imagine maybe there was a Spock mask next to it, but it looked too alien, maybe Dr. McCoy, who knows, Scotty. He could have been any of the crew, but they got Shatner, they got Kirk. So the next time you watch Halloween, remember, right, behind those black, soulless eyes, what did Dr. Loomis say? The devil's eyes. The devil's is James T. Kirk, boldly going where no thrilling, killing slasher has gone before. So, happy Halloween, all you guys and gals out there. Happy nightmares, too. I don't know. Does this make you want to dress up as Michael Myers, Captain Kirk? Just like the graphic, just like the great artwork there, why don't you wear a Captain Kirk uniform, your phaser, your tricorder, and put on a Michael Myers mask? I know someone has probably done that before. They have to have. Or put on a Captain Kirk, William Shatner, Captain Kirk mask, and put on the coverall, mechanics overalls that Michael uses, and have a knife instead of a phaser. Anyway, you look at it. Have a great Halloween, and I hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.